Welcome to So You Want to Start a Business podcast. Welcome. I am your host, Ingrid Thompson. This is a podcast about and for entrepreneurs and leaders who think big, who take action to create business success, financial independence, and who make a difference in the world. I'm here to provide this helpful, lively, and thought-provoking podcast, and based on your feedback, it's all of this and more. This is our in-between episode, the episode with me between the interviews. My mission is to help women in business achieve financial independence by paying themselves first through building a viable and thriving business. If you have any questions, send me an email, ingrid@healthynumbers.com.au. I answer all my own emails. Okay, so what am I talking about today? Today I'm talking about the 1%. And the first of the 3 key ingredients to be in the 1%. So you can build your business and create financial independence. I want to thank you for dedicating time to be here today, to listen in and to invest time in yourself. This is the road to being the 1%. Dedicating time to improve your business acumen. I'm excited to be doing these in-between episodes. If we've not met already, I'm Ingrid Thompson and I am the founder of Healthy Numbers, where we help business owners build and grow their business. I came from a strong corporate business background, combined with 15 years deep in the trenches with small business owners. I combine all the solid, proven, and well-known principles from large business, with what's different about small business and bring them to you in simple, easy to understand ways. Today is helping you understand what's underneath some of those solid business strategies. What is underneath the surface? What does it take to reach your business goals? Your business growth hinges on things you may not even realize are impacting you and your business. If you are listening in today, it's because you believe you can make a positive impact in the world. You believe that you can make generational change, and you believe that the vision you have for your life, for financial and lifestyle freedom, is possible for you. And I am here to tell you that it is absolutely available to you. You may not be quite where you want to be right now, and at the same time, you know all of these things are possible. What I'm going to talk about today really has the same universal truths for everybody. Wherever you are in your business, these key things apply in your business and to you. As a mentor to business owners, I want you to be able to skip over the things that held me back as I was building my business. If I had known these key things, I would have made progress even faster and been able to have a much bigger impact much earlier in my business. So what goes into being viable and successful? There are a set of strategies, and it's more than that. Anyone can have the strategies. What makes the difference is who you are, how you show up, and what you do day in and day out. And the number one key ingredient that I have had to bring to my business in order to be the 1% is exercising a higher level of discipline, of my commitment to act and be in alignment with the person I need to be to bring my value to you. So that is about how do we show up in life. Alignment is the number one thing that determines whether or not you can unlock the next level of success for you, whatever that next level is for you. And closing that alignment gap is the number one way that you will be unique, you will be a category of one. Having a higher level of commitment to the level of discipline in order to be the person who will achieve that next level. I want to go deeper here, and I'm going to ask you to participate with me. This sort of thing doesn't usually happen on a podcast, so just listen in and work with me with this. So 2020 has challenged all of us in ways that we would never have fathomed. We've experienced things that we may not even believe that we could manage or we were capable of handling. We've been so busy focusing on surviving, of getting through the day, of making it to the next step, of fighting to keep our head above water with everything that's happened, with everything that's going on. And here's what happens is we forget to take time to take stock and to recognize who we have become in this process. What skills have we developed that we didn't even know we had, and why we are even more in alignment with becoming the person we need to be to reach that next level of success in our business. One of my good friends calls it a crash course, that 2020 has been a crash course in all kinds of things. And seriously, it is indeed a crash course in all the things you didn't know you were going to be able to do. And you have done them. You have been through this crash course. So let's do this activity together. I want you to grab some paper and your pen or your journal and somewhere to write this down. I want you to think about all the things that you have achieved in 2020 so far. Think of 2 or 3 things that you have handled, that you have overcome in 2020, that you never even knew you were going to have to manage or handle in 2020. These are the things that you never even imagined you would need to know about, that you would have to handle, that you would have to deal with. It is so important to acknowledge them, to track them, to measure them, and to document what you have overcome in this 2020 so far. The things that have made you stronger and have made you better than you could have possibly imagined. These are the things that have made you stronger, have made you better, that have stretched you in ways that you never even imagined you could be stretched. Write them down in your notebook. Press pause now in your journal. Get your notebook and pen out and write these things down. What have you achieved? What has stretched you beyond what you could have imagined? You know what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about homeschooling. I'm talking about taking your business online. I'm talking about working with clients to help them through their tough days. Showing up day after day. Working with your whole family at home. Taking care of your parents, your children, your neighbours. I know someone who's built a whole community in their street. They've gone up and down and made sure everyone in their street has been able to get their groceries, has been able to get their laundry done. The list is endless for what we've done. I'm in awe. My cousin had lost her job just towards the end of June. She was told that she was finishing up. And since then, she has moved countries as a single mother with an 8-year-old and with her 2 dogs. She packed up her house, she found tenants, she's left her home behind, and she's in her 40s. I am in awe of what people are achieving this year, what you have achieved, that what you never expected to have to do. And this is a huge part of building and growing your business. When you are growing a business, how you experience new things is super important for how your business is going to build and grow. And the huge unlock in this comes when you recognize that you are a different person right now to who you were when 2020 started. You have become a different person. Your capabilities have gone from there to there, from a 3 to a 10. You've handled things that you could not have imagined. You've kept going while others might have shut down or quit. You've kept going, and here you are, a different person. If someone had told you you were going to have to do these things in advance, can you imagine what you would have said? Oh, I can't do that. And the thing is, you just did. I'm working with business owners who imagined that one day they would go online, maybe next year, maybe the year after. And guess what? 2 days after everything was shut down, they were online. Was it perfect? No. Was it pretty? It wasn't too bad. Did they do it? Abso-freaking-lutely they did it. They can be so proud of what they've done, and so can you. So proud of how far they have come, and so can you. What you have achieved, and the same is so true for you. It's so important to recognize who you are right now. Here's the thing, and this is why it is so important. An entirely new level of success is now available to you because of what you have achieved. You're here today because you put a stake in the ground and you've said, I can be this person. I am this person. This activity that you're doing with me right now, this is helping you put that stake in the ground. Write these things down and know that you have leapt forward. You can see this is who you were at the beginning of 2020, and here is who you are right now, a new person capable of operating at this new level. How do you hold yourself differently as a result of these 3 things? You close this alignment gap. Now you have unlocked what is possible for you. The important message for you today is this, and write this down in your book. I am, and finish that sentence. Finish this sentence. I am, and write that down in your book. We know these 2 words I am are the most powerful 2 words on the planet, the most powerful 2 words in your vocabulary. So think about, who are you right now? I am now capable of leading at the next level. I am now capable of acting in alignment at the next level. I am now capable of achieving that next level of success. And if you've been listening to the I Am Woman movie that's come out recently, which celebrates Helen Reddy, is I am invincible. And that's, that is well and truly could be a stamina theme for us right now in 2020. Most people are still being hit by the tidal wave. They're still struggling to get through and manage and handle, and they haven't picked their heads up yet. If you're listening to this, the ways in which you have grown, you are identifying. The people who are still struggling in the waves, they don't know how far they've come. They're still struggling in the waves. They can't see that they're a different person. You are a different person, and success is all about this alignment and closing this gap. When you show up at this new version of you, the leader who has gone through what you've gone through, the reason that you hadn't unlocked the next level was because you hadn't reached this next level, and now you have. You've gone through these things, we've written them down together, you've looked at them. Do you understand how much control you have right now of your life? Do you recognize how strong you are? Do you understand that you are already this new person? It's super important to document this, to write it down, to look at it and read it back to yourself out loud. You've made it. You're here. You're at this next level. You're listening to this podcast. So the 4 things, to just summarize this right now, is time to acknowledge how much you have grown. How much you have grown. Who you have become. Who you have become. 3, what you have overcome. So important, what you have overcome. And the success that you have despite all that's happened. Really important, those 4 things. Write them down, look at them, show up differently. You close the alignment gap. You open to a new level of success that you hardly even imagined is possible for you. How do you feel right now? What are you going to do differently? How are you going to show up differently from this moment on? How do you feel? If you know someone else who needs to hear this message right now, please share this episode with them. Share it with all your friends, your team, your colleagues, your family. Jump into iTunes and wherever you are listening and let me know, what have you achieved in 2020? How are you feeling after you've listened to this podcast? Please jump in there and put it in there in the reviews, and I'll respond to you. Send me an email, ingrid@healthynumbers.com.au. And one more thing, if you want to experience more of this sort of terrific information in a different format, this energy, this enthusiasm, head over to Facebook and look for Healthy Numbers, the Profit Lab. It's a private Facebook group for business owners to feel supported, to feel safe to ask questions, to learn new things. I go live every Monday at 12 noon Sydney time. I answer questions live throughout the week. There's lots of interesting discussion and people asking questions. It's just becoming a fabulous group. We're all working on being that 1%. We are all a work in progress. We want you to achieve that financial independence through paying yourself first and being part of the Profit Lab. So I look forward to continuing this. There's 3 key ingredients to be the 1%. And so this is the first one. It's truly this idea of closing the alignment gap. In the next couple of episodes, I'm going to talk about the other ingredients. So I look forward to seeing you then. Ingrid Thompson from Healthy Numbers.